Hello guys, welcome to my room. So I'm going to give you guys some tips on what to have in your workshop. So there's a lot of things that I use to help me be able to print these giant 3D prints, and there's some tools in here that can probably help you out if you're planning to do something similar like what I'm doing. So I'm going to help you guys out, figure out what you need, the essentials tools, and maybe some advice that can help you get to where you want to be. So we're gonna go ahead and get started over here. All right, so obviously you need 3D printers, but more than one is the best advice I can give you. If I only had one 3D printer, it probably would have taken me way more than 1 month. It probably took me at least 2 months just to be able to print all the parts. This is the Solvo SV06 Plus. I had this for almost like a year now, and I love this so much that I bought 2 more. So I'm hoping to buy another one, but I'm not too sure yet because I kind of want to try out different 3D printers to see how they work. If I recommend any 3D printer that you should get for your first one, it will definitely be the Solvo SV06 Plus. This one's kind of probably like common sense right here, but this vacuum cleaner is absolutely amazing. I've been using this for a lot of things to clean up the place, and if you're sanding or you're doing any of that, having a vacuum cleaner, like a workshop vacuum cleaner, is can help you a lot in terms of cleaning. I'm gonna show you what's inside. So in this box, I keep stuff like my machineries, like kind of like the nail dust collector. You guys see me use this often. When you're sanding, I like to sand over this stuff. This is basically a dehumidifier for your filaments. This one takes up to 2 rolls. This is owned by the company Solvo too. So this thing right here, it's meant for airbrushing. You can use it for like, I haven't used it in a long time since there's a lot of pieces in there, but it's great for airbrushing. It's like for a vent, so you can vent out your stuff through the window. This is really helpful. This is a jigsaw, and basically there are times when I actually have to cut something on my 3D print because I think it was on the Weezing. It didn't match the parts didn't match very well for some reason, and it got like a little bit uneven. So I kind of used this to cut the 3D print in like half just to be able to stick it on, and then I basically melted some plastic to cover in the cracks. But having this around is very useful if you need to cut something, and I use it quite often. Just make sure that when you do use it, just be safe with it because it can get pretty dangerous. So right there in the corner, I have an air purifier. Having this around is okay. You don't need something gigantic. You don't need anything too extreme. You just need a simple air purifier. This one cost me like at least $100, but you can get something like that cheaper on Amazon. So over here, you can see where all the paint is stashed up, but the only paint I use is acrylics for most of the stuff. So for my airbrush, it's the Iwata, and it's a great tool that I use. And this right here is the air compressor. Honestly, the most amazing thing I ever owned. This thing is so quiet. Like if you're airbrushing and you have neighbors, this right here is amazing. I'm gonna give you guys a model number, but I forgot the name of it. But if I do remember, I'll leave a word right here for you guys. Honestly, if you don't have a face mask, definitely get one because you're going to be sanding a lot, you're going to be spray painting a lot, so having a face mask really helps keeping your lungs safe, so make sure you have one. Okay, so another tool to have that I like to have around is pliers. These are very good in case you have to break supports and all that. And if we look at my drawer, it's a complete mess, but in this drawer I have so many things that are very useful, and I'm gonna show you which one is that. But first, let me clear out my parts. So we'll start with a Dremel. Dremel is very useful for grinding and sanding off stuff. So this thing is probably my favorite piece to use. And then I also have a little baby Dremel, this thing. So this thing is actually pretty useful too, if I want to go mobile. And this is like a soldering iron. This thing is so useful if you're trying to melt filaments, especially plastic filaments. This is for the hot gun. I use this a lot for gluing the pieces together. A lot of you guys told me not to use hot glue because apparently hot glue separates easily in the heat. Like for example, if you leave it out in the sun, it starts separating and start like, I don't know, I guess dissolving. But I've been having high success rate with the high temperature glue sticks. As long as the high temperature glue sticks, those works amazing, and you know, they'll stick forever. This one right here is very, very useful. Let me show you why. So this right here, it comes with like a bunch of scalpels, and basically I use this to break off any supports. So these are very nice. I'll find a link for you guys if you guys want to get something like this to use for your 3D printer. But it comes with like different sizes and different shapes. Some of them are very thin, so help you get rid and cut off any supports that's like deems unnecessary. So these are very useful to have. And a lot of you guys talked about this thing right here. This is a D-Boom 64 by 64. This cost me about like $150 before. I think it might be cheaper now because they have bigger ones. But yeah, you guys like this a lot, so you can get it for like around like $150, I think, at this moment. All right, so this stuff right here. So this right here, I keep all my filaments here, you know, basically plastic waste, just in case if I, you know, need to throw stuff away. For example, I need to throw away this one because I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's a layer shift that happened and it kind of messed up the print. It took me like 8 hours to print this, so I'm kind of a little bit sad. But you know, I don't like wasting plastics, so I save them in here. So a lot of times I like to use these things for melting plastic into the cracks or seams. This stuff helps a lot, you know. I don't want to throw it away and not use it. So yeah, right now this place is still being furnished, I guess you can say. There's a lot of things I gotta buy, and there's a lot of things I gotta upgrade to this place, but as you can tell, it's still not finished yet. I'm still buying more tools every day to figure out what I need to finish these giant 3D prints. Eventually I'll get to the point where I have everything I need, but it's for some reason it seems like I always need more tools and need more stuff to finish my 3D prints. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm working on, a lot of big projects. I've been messing around with a lot of Arduino stuff, a lot of microcontrollers, learning how to work with animatronics. I do have like a plan in the future that I want to do and learn, so hopefully I can show you guys more stuff later in the future, but this is only the beginning, and hopefully I can give you guys a proper tour this time with more tools to show you guys what I use. But other than that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.